get it over, and they do. Tough one. Olivia Wright in for the Raptors now, number 14.
I heard that Olivia was a two-sport athlete.
She is. She's going to be playing basketball for the women's team this year. I was talking to Raptors head coach Charlotte Gasquet before the match, and she told me that she primarily recruited Olivia to come to Montgomery College, but Olivia's stipulation was, I'll come, but I want to play volleyball too. And Coach Gasquet said, absolutely. It's been done before. It's been done numerous times in the past. Raptors have had a lot of two-sport athletes with basketball and volleyball over the years.
I think that's awesome. You know, it helps with your game. Each sport brings something a little bit different. So you'll be able to bring something you learned from basketball to volleyball, and then bring something that you learned from volleyball to basketball to just make you a better player.
No, it definitely helps their agility and, of course, their conditioning, quickness.
Yeah, I was only good at one sport, so there was no way I could do two.
Yeah, Andre, for those of you who don't know, Andre was a star soccer player here at Montgomery College, one of the captains when he played here, played under current head coach Pedro Braz, and went to nationals. That was the first year for Pedro, and as head coach here.
Yeah, second year, I think.
Or was it his second year?
Yeah, second year he went.
Yeah, you're right. And he took the team to nationals, and Andre went with him. He was co-captain of the team, as a matter of fact. A defenseman.
Wasn't always the most fun, as we dominated a lot of those games, but, you know, still pretty good.
You had some quiet times down at the other end.
Yeah, now we just run up and, you know, try to score, and Coach Pedro would yell at me, go back.
Like, get back there. So, yeah, this set's quite a bit more competitive, 14-10 Raptors. And serving now will be Megan Wessling. Megan is a Sherwood High School grad, a freshman.
Great ace.
Wow, what an ace. She had 16 coming in. That's the thing about Wessling's game is it's a total game. Leads the team in kills. Leads the team in kills per set. But she's also right at the top with digs and
blocks
aces
as well. Or not blocks. I'm looking at the wrong person. Excuse me. But aces, you're right.
So she's tied for third on the team in digs, which is kind of an unusual combination to lead the team in kills and be that far up in digs. Because, again, digs is sacrificing. It's throwing yourself around. And Megan is tall.
Yeah, it's always it's harder for people who are taller to get, you know, to dive and get low. Usually why the liberos are usually some of the shorter players on the team.
That was Bates with the serve. Speaking of liberos and people leading the team in digs.
Great block by Potts.
And it just fell into the campfire. They are all standing around looking at it as it fell. So Milena Bates, freshman.
Oh,
That looked awfully close. But the lines person is right there, so we will not question him. That sure looked like it kissed that line, but apparently it didn't. Here's Gunther, and that's way long. So Raptors now up 18-12. Another substitution, and here comes Garcia back in. Garcia has had her way back there on the service line.
I think she has probably one of the most powerful serves on the team.
Yeah, she really does. I'd say her and Bates perhaps. Although there's a lot of good servers on this Raptors team, so I really feel a little funny singling anybody out. They're all so good at it. There's no weakness back there.
Oh no.
This is a good rally. Good point. There's Lee.
Wow.
Boy, Lee is not the tallest player on the floor, but man, she can get up there, and she hits it hard. That one had some mustard on it.
Definitely not ketchup for you.
No. We have determined that. We discussed our diets over the weekend, and that's Raptor point. And much to Andre's chagrin, he discovered that I don't like ketchup. Nor do I like Granny Smith apples.
Ooh, they're too sour for me.
Well, they got to be just right. We have a whole lineup of them right here, and
Got about, what, 5 of them, 6 of them?
yeah, frankly, none of them look edible to me. I'm very particular about my apples.
The red ones I can do.
I know my apples.
Are you an apple connoisseur?
I am an apple connoisseur.
Okay.
Honeycrisp. Got it out.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Honeycrisp is very good. They are more expensive.
Okay, so those are like at the Whole Foods and the...
Yeah, but they're generally bigger.
Okay.
And they're very sweet.
Ah, I like that.
Fuji is another good one.
Fuji. Wow. Okay. That is something new to me.
Yes, Fuji. Macintosh. It's got to be crisp, though. It can't be mealy.
Definitely not. Definitely not.
Kelsey Alfaro on the service line. Back to volleyball. I know we could talk all night about apples. Whoa! Megan Westling.
Power. There goes Westling.
Can we check and make sure that floor is still in one piece?
Yeah, one of the floorboards might be a little
oh, she
out
got
of
a
place.
nice run up on that one. And boy, did she love that one. She put some power behind that. Bates gets it over. 23-13 Raptors. They're closing in on set number 2. And that makes it 24-13. Raptors are having fun out there. A lot of smiles.
That's always good. You know they're in the zone.
Well, the team has a great spirit. We've been a real privilege for us to call their games over the last couple of weeks, and they really have a lot of spirit. Oh, nice back set. Here he comes, Lee. That's a good point. Nice dig there by Weaver. There's Westling. Great dig by Potts.
This is a great rally.
This is excellent. This is definitely the best one of the match. Garcia tried her little dink. That time it didn't work. And that's point for Raptors and the set. So the Raptors take the second set. 25-13. They now lead 2-0. And should they take the next, that would be the end of the match. And we're going to take a real brief break. We'll be right back.
Yo, get the speaker box loud, hitting that stuff till you hearing that sound.
right, we are back live on the Rockville campus of Montgomery College. And the Raptors on top comfortably, 2-0 as we get a good look at Dr. Osoris. He's very intently watching his team.
There he is.
There he is.
I think his speech is coming up next.
He is all decked out in a hoodie. He's got a necklace on. I mean, that is a well-attired dino.
Oh, wow. Wait, he even has his name on his hoodie.
Yes, he does.
Wow.
How about that? Osoris.
That's great.
This is great. Good look at the Raptors huddle. They are loose right now, as well they should be. They're on top, 2-0. And again, if they take this one, the next set, that's it. Here's a look at John Buell, the head coach of Chesapeake. To his left there is, or rather to his right, my left, is his assistant, Kristen Blake. And there's Patty Westenberg talking to her team.
Yeah, even with the, 2-set lead, she's still in there, still trying to make her team better, still telling them things that, you're doing well, but there's still improvements we can make. Because,
a coach is
never satisfied.
Never.
And that's
good.
You want in your coach. Yeah, I mean, the goal isn't just to win one game, or their goal isn't to go 7-2 in September. It's to go all the way to the national championship.
Exactly.
So until that point, until that point comes, it's gonna be let's improve, let's get better, let's keep going. So.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah, it's a never-ending quest to get better, and should the Raptors, obviously they'll be in the postseason. And that's when things really get difficult. So that's when the competition really gets tough. So good look at Mia Lee. The Raptors, she's one of the sophomores. Mia is a Clarksburg grad. Elena Bates checks back in, number 1, along with Kelsey Alfaro. And Mia Lee will be serving. So the Raptors up 2-0. And again, Megan Westling puts that one into the net, so a point for Chesapeake. And Zoe Frederd with the serve. Maddie Gonzalez goes along with that. And just like in the last set, Chesapeake jumps out to an early lead. Raptors led from serve 1 in the first set. Chesapeake did have a brief lead in the second set. That's in. And a point for the Raptors. And that'll put Megan Westling on the service line. And another point for the Raptors. They just couldn't get it over. Tough serve in the back corner. Comes the set. Crocker.
Ooh,
that was an interesting ball. Put a lot of spin on it, and it just spun along the top of the net before dropping into the onto the Chesapeake side. There's no way they could handle that.
Yeah, that makes it difficult. I mean, you can't, put your hands over the net or anything.
No.
So it's like, what are you supposed to do? You got to wait for it to fall?
Yep, and that's what they did. And Thus the point to Montgomery College. Sling.
The dink.
Lee. Gonzalez missed the kill.
4-3.
And that'll put Gunther on the service line for Chesapeake. Emily Gunther, the sophomore. The Skipjacks. Oh, big line there. Olivia Wright and Maddie Gonzalez. Block that one back and point Raptors. And that'll put Milena Bates on the service line. Oh, what a dig.
Oh, they almost got it.
Two great digs, two great effort. Two players really putting the effort out there, but they just couldn't quite come up with it. So that puts Bianca Potts on the service line. And Davey.
Great dig.
Excellent dig by Potts. And there's Crocker.
Wow.
Gunther with a nice save. Raptors need to get it over. Bates does. Gunther, Bates. And that's long. So 5-5. Davey, and that's
With
in.
the kill.
Ariana Davey, she's second on the team in kills, came into tonight with 74 of them. And of course she is first in Maryland JUCO in blocks. And first in blocks per set. Good look there at Alex Thayer, just checked in. Gianna Garcia, a Walter Johnson grad. And block and point Raptors. We're in the third set. Raptors up by 2. Gonzalez again with that low, hard, deep serve. And Potts puts it into the net.
Another
Another point for MC.
Seem to be a little bit on a roll right here.
Well, Garcia's had an excellent night so far from the service line. That time she took a little off of it. Good save there. Potts. There. Here comes Crocker. Ooh. It was just she just mishit that one. Colleen Weaver with the serve. Oh. That's something you don't see very often out of the Raptors.
Yeah, they're usually a team with very good communication, but it seems like right there, everyone's kind of looking at it saying, hey, who's going to it? No one did.
Right. So nobody called it. And as a result, his point. Oh, there's a nice kill there by Crocker. And we're tied at 8. And that'll put Kelsey Alfaro on the service line. There. Gunther. Ooh.
Aye.
Nice effort there by Bates. She dove a long way.
She did.
Looks like she's okay. Oh, they got it over. Oh,
2 for 1. Didn't get it, though, but
good
the
effort
was
by
there.
Chesapeake, and as Bates just put it in a unreturnable spot. And she checks out. Ariana Davey checks in and goes to the service line. Davey is excellent from the service line. She's got 17 aces coming in.
Make it 18.
Yep. She has that low, hard serve as well. That is the key. Those floating serves don't bring much success at this level.
No. I mean, they're much easier to return, you know?
Yep. They're much easier to slam. So this set is quite competitive.
Yeah, 10-10. I mean, as the match has improved, Chesapeake has definitely improved with it as well. They've been looking a lot better. As I say that, they lose the point, but they've been looking a lot better talking as a team. Getting into some good rallies too with the Raptors.
Well, the fact is, Chesapeake does not have any players available off the bench, so they cannot rotate in a better server, which is what the Raptors do that well. And, oftentimes your bigger players are not excellent servers. I mean, their job is the front line. And so you'll see teams rotate subs in to, not put that person on the line.
Good hits.
Wessling with a nice little dink.
Very smart player.
Yeah, she is a smart player. And good look at Megan there.
There's a replay.
And she just took something off of it. Chesapeake obviously expecting a bullet, and they got a butterfly.
It was right in that campfire section, right?
Yep. And another point for the Raptors. So Mia Lee back at the service line. They got to get this one over. They do. Gunther.
Good block.
Big block by Wright. Comes the set. Wessling buries it.
Power.
Boy, she had a chance to really wind up on that one as she swooped in from the outside.
Yeah, the sets, the setup for her to do that and for everyone else to kill the ball as well, have been great all game.
Oh, what a dig by Bates.
Yeah, able to bring it back over.
A nice assist from Gonzalez. That was an excellent teamwork there. Bates laid out. Gonzalez somehow got a hand on it, and then the Raptors get the point. So great team point there. And Potts puts it into the net. So it's quickly 16-10. The Raptors on a nice little roll here. Mia Lee back at the service line. Here comes Wright. Wright says, okay, I'll take that one. Looking forward to seeing her on the basketball court this year after seeing her in action here for MC Volleyball.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting.
And that is in. Mia Lee just kissed that back line for the point. And we've got a timeout on the floor with the Raptors on top 18-10. We'll keep it right here. So, Andre, looks like the Raptors should be rolling to their fifth win in a row.
Yeah, they come out here today. They played very well. It doesn't matter who's in front of you. As an athlete, you want to go out and you want to win. And you have to have that mentality, that determination. And from the beginning, it seems like they had that. And then on top of that, having Dinosaurus by your side, Dr. Dinosaurus, excuse me, by your side. There's no way, you can't be fired up every single game.
Well, he expects nothing less.
Yeah.
That's what we've been told. He really didn't want to talk with us. He's very private.
He is.
Dinosaur.
Yeah. You have to like book an appointment
Yeah.
to talk to him and things like that. So.
And we were told too late that he is an aficionado of the Granny Smith apple.
He is.
So we might have been able to bribe a few comments out of him with this array that we have here on the table. But so we are ready to go. Mia Lee back on the service line. Raptors up 18-10. They lead 2-0. And here we go. Oh, what a set for Wessling. From across court.
Too much.
And that is way out. That was quite a set by Bates. I can't believe the accuracy from across court. And it was a back set on top of it.
I don't know how they do it.
I don't know either. A lot of practice, a lot of games. I guarantee you, if we had a chance to talk with these athletes, most of them probably started playing volleyball several years ago.
Oh, yes.
Probably in junior high school, maybe even in elementary. Well, they don't call it junior high school anymore. It's middle school.
Middle school.
Oh, yeah. Showing my age again. Yeah, Sonny. So, back when I was a kid, I had to walk through 3 miles of snow to get to school.
Oh, man.
Oh. Point to Chesapeake, 2012. Good look there at Zoe Fredard. She's the freshman setter, and it's long. And that puts Wessling back on the service line for the Raptors. Boy, that just kissed the top of the net, which of course adds to the difficulty. And there's Crocker on the set by Maddie Gonzalez.
Crocker for the kill.
22-12 Raptors. And that's going to be 20. Well,
Good
no,
effort.
They got it over. Excellent job. Gonzalez with a nice save. Wright gets it over. Nice dig by Wessling. There's Crocker.
Good setup. Oh, too much power, though.
Looked like I thought for a second it had clipped a Chesapeake player, but it didn't. The official has a much better view than I do. Emily Gunther back on the service line for Chesapeake. The Raptors get the win tonight. It'll be their 10th of the season. That would make them, should they win tonight, they'll be 8-2 in September. 22-14 Raptors in the third set. Raptors up 2-0. And Wright with a devastating one, but a nice save there by Fredard. Crocker, Wright. Nice dig by Potts. Ooh, nice save by Lee. Right. This is a good point.
It is.
Very acrobatic point.
I know.
And that's going to be a double hit. It's the angle that ball came in on and the way she had to contort herself to get to it. It was almost inevitable that a double hit was going to come out of that. Crocker. And a nice block there by Wright and Gonzalez. Put that wall up again. And And that'll put Milena Bates back on the service line for the Raptors. 23-15 Montgomery College. And there's an ace for Bates. Gunther with almost a defensive move there.
Yeah. It almost came to her like a weird angle.
Yeah.
So she didn't necessarily know what to do, like how to get her hands situated.
Yeah, it came in on as like a line drive right at her face. This could be match point right here. Gonzalez, and that is match point. As the Raptors take the third set, 25-15. They take the match, 3-0. And with the win, the Raptors improved to 10-4 on the season, 4-2 in Maryland JUCO, and again 8-2 in September. So a complete and total victory tonight, Andre, for the Raptors.
Yeah, it's looking good for them. It was a 3 in a row just in the last couple of days since the weekend till today. So they're on a very good run right here, and they're going to want to carry this throughout every single game throughout the season.
Yeah, there was no question tonight, and the Raptors have played a lot of matches now over the last 4 or 5 days. So it was kind of nice for them to get a bit of a breather tonight.
Yeah.
Although there were some excellent and very competitive points.
There were.
Throughout the match.
Yeah, there were. There's tough rallies. It's not always so easy for them as Chesapeake today were able to, dig the ball, send it back over, create some good rallies. But at the end of the day, it was a pretty good game for the Raptors.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, the cream rose to the top, and the Raptors. And we see one of our camera guys going behind us with what has become something of a symbol for Montgomery College. And Andre, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Who is going to be our Granny Smith Outstanding Player of the Day?
I mean, collectively, everyone played well, but I think that Deanna had very good serves today. I mean, everyone did, but there's something about the way that she serves and the power and how it gets right above the net. So I want to give her our very first Granny Smith Outstanding Player Award.
I concur. I concur. Deanna Garcia had an excellent match today for the Raptors. She is a force to be reckoned with on the service line, and she led a lot of those rallies. As we get a one last look there at Dr. O'Saurus and Dr. Christy Tolliver, the Raptors trainer. So for my partner Andre Anderson and everybody on the wonderful and highly talented Montgomery College television crew, once again, the Raptors take it 3-0 to improve to 10-4 on the season. So for everyone at Montgomery College, thanks so much for watching MC Volleyball on MCTV.
We gonna